checks. What's going to happen in Washington? I'm turning around. We at the ICE facility here in Tacoma, Washington. We're at the Northwest Processing Center. I want y'all to see that the north. This is where it's pretty good. It's all quiet out here now, guys. Look, it's all quiet. I'm finna get out the car. I'm finna show you guys. Ain't nobody around. It's all quiet. It's all quiet. But I want to talk to you guys what's finna happen now. There's some major changes here in Washington where everybody, Chicago, Memphis, New York, everywhere is being hit. You know, LA's been, Portland, Oregon, it's been major attacks by ICE and people attacking ICE. It's all over the country, man, everywhere. Boston, Massachusetts, Baltimore, everywhere, guys. I want to talk to you guys about what's going to happen in Washington. We're so quiet up here. We're just starting to get some major traction with ICE. It's still in the outskirts a little bit of Seattle and Issaquah, Redmond, places like that. But it's definitely finna hit Seattle. What is your opinion? Now, Seattle has a large population of immigrants and migrant workers and everything. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen, guys? Is this going to be the next change? I'm here. I want to show you the peace and quiet of this area because it's definitely going to change. It's definitely finna have all what we see in Portland, Oregon, what we see in LA, what we see, Tom Homan said, the president said, they're going to turn up Portland, Oregon, LA, San Francisco, and they said Seattle too. Seattle was the main, but we haven't had a major influx of ICE in the city. But guys, I think it's really finna come. I think it's really going to come here hard. What is your opinion? Chat, let me know. What do you think? You think Seattle's going to be hit? I'm finna step out. We're going to walk around and look at this real quick and get some eyes on the road. But I think it's going to be hit hard. This is the ICE facility. I'm here right now, guys. I want you to see. It's so quiet here, but just like Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, LA, Memphis, I'm showing you the quiet before the storm. I'm showing you the quiet before the storm. What is your opinion, chat? Do you think it's going to get crazy like down in Portland, Oregon, like in Chicago? What's your opinion? Is it going to turn up in Seattle? Or is it going to be quiet like you look at this right now? Like all them cities was quiet before. Now they're a bedrock of problems. What is your opinion? Let's step out and look, guys. Chat, come on, talk to me. Tell me what y'all think. Seattle is gonna be crazy here. I think it's gonna get crazy here. It's so quiet here. That's where they be down there at the station. But I think I don't know. What's your opinion? Talk to me. Come on, chat. Mr. Lucky Lion side. Mr. Lucky Lion says it's gonna get crazy. Might get crazy. What's your opinion, Chad? Do you think it's gonna get crazy? I think it's gonna get crazy up here. We right now before the storm. I want to know what Americans think about Seattle, because ICE is all over the country. They say they're gonna make some major moves here, but we don't know. It's quiet. They I'm telling you guys, in Washington, they're like on the outskirts. They're Issaquah, like the county. They're not in the city of Seattle yet, in the city of Tacoma. They're out here, but not like they are all over cities. I hope we don't get good like that, because I don't want our people to turn up, and I want people to be safe. But let's just Seattle. What's your opinion? What's your opinion? Do you think Seattle's going to get hit hard or what? I don't know. I think so. He haven't lied yet. Every time he says something, that Tom Holman guy of ICE and the president says something, it came true. What's your opinion? Come on, Chad, talk to me. Do you think it's going to hit here in Washington? I think it's going to hit hard. Mr. Looking Lion has said, the mic drop. Oh, okay. What do you think, guys? I'm out here at the ICE. It's quiet. It's very quiet. I don't know what's going on, but everywhere we've seen across the country, the quietness kept hitting, but then the storm came. Then it's like, man, trucks, armored stuff, fire, everything. What is your opinion? Going to hit here hard? I want to know, what is your opinion? Come on, Chad, talk to me. Tell me what's your opinion. Is it going to hit hard in Seattle or not? I think it's going to hit hard here. We're going to walk down here to where they have the little shelters we've seen before when they first came up here and they started doing it. But I think it's going to look like Chicago. What do you think? What do you think, Chad? You think it's going to look like Chicago? You think it's going to get hard like other places? I think Washington's going to look like Chicago. Okay, Mr. Lucky Lionheart say it's probably going to hit hard. Come on, Chad, talk to me. What's your opinion? What's going to happen in Washington State? This is your state, one of your states in the United States. You're a citizen of America. This is one of your states. What do you think? Well, I think it's going to hit hard here. It's quiet now. I call it quiet before the storm, before the tsunami. What do you guys think, chat? We're walking down here where they was all at that first time when a guy, his family, the ex-military guy, got arrested and detained. This is where we were at. But we got to talk about it. I feel it. I sense it like I sense like an earthquake about to happen. I think it's gonna hit here. Okay, Libby said, Jesus love you. God bless you. Hope you're safe. I'm with you, Lily. I'm really with you, Lily. Thank you for that. But we got to think about the people. I don't want the migrant people to get hurt. I don't want them to. But you know, there is laws and stuff on the land and the books. Okay, Washington is the big brother of Oregon, and Oregon went hard, so Washington is going to hit 10 times more, bet harder. Y'all agree with Mr. Lucky Line that Washington gonna get hit harder, 10 times harder, since it's right above Oregon? What is your opinion? Let me know. Come on, chat, talk to me. Okay, we down here. This is in remembrance. Died at Northwest Detention Center here. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, these other different people died in Seattle. Okay, what do you guys think? I don't know, chat. This is the facility. They got the stuff ready to transport. But it's quiet, guys. I don't know. I'm hoping to stay this way. I hope, I wish the people that's here might just leave instead of getting caught up in this facility. What's your opinion though, chat? Do you think this gonna stop? What's up, Florida Cracker? Hey, what's up, Florida? Say hi. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna get crazy up here in Seattle or not? We over at the Northwest ICE Detention Center. We want to talk to the public before we get. They got the cage. They're doing things on the outskirts of Washington, of the big cities of Tacoma and Seattle. but they're not here. What do you think? What's your opinion? Let me know. Let's talk about what's going on here. We're at the Northwest ICE Detention Center. Well, Bieber said, I hear you. Bieber said most of these lives are not nothing. But we're here to talk before the storm gets started here in Washington. I really want to reach out to you guys and ask your opinion. Do you think this should be taking place or no? It's quiet, like Chicago, the suburbs of Chicago, Great Lakes, like Memphis was, DC, before they got in there. Okay, Beaver said, he said, hey, man, I'm about to pull up there. Beaver said, I added. I subbed. Okay, cool. Thanks for subbing, Beaver. It's quiet. I just want to talk to the American citizens and see Washingtonians, Tacomians, Seattleites. What's your opinion? It's quiet right now. I said I'm going to do this because I think I want to be fair-minded to everybody, to all the citizens. What's your opinion? JK, Florida Joker. What's your opinion? Hey, please sub to the channel if you like. I'm not here to abuse nobody. I work with different groups when I was in college. I think everybody have rights. What's your opinion? Do you think this should be happening in Washington? Do you think it's going to get crazy here? We want to know. Chat, we got to talk. We got to talk about this because it's right now quiet here. And I feel like this quiet before the storm. That's my opinion. What is your opinion? What's up, Florida? Talk to me. What's up, Bieber? What's your opinion, guys? You gotta leave some comments. You gotta chat. Talk to me. Let people hear your voice. I'm giving Americans a live right now opportunity to talk about how they feel about the immigration. What's going on? Give me your opinion. Get in the chat. We got people in the chat, but you gotta make statements. You gotta voice your opinion, your concern. This is a memorial of people that got, I guess, died in the area, or they say here at the thesis, Jose Manuel Sanchez Castro, Charles Leo Daniel, and I don't know why this person was born. Mr. Lucky Loveheart, they're already pushing. Won't be long until they get into Western Washington. Mr. Lucky Loveheart, I agree with you. They're coming here. Won't be long until they get into Western over here. This is Western Washington. We're in Seattle is called Western Washington. So we got one chat says that it won't be long before they hear. What's your opinion, guys? You're right, Mr. Lucky Lion. You're right. I think it's going to be a lot of, I hate to hear tears. There's going to be a lot of people out here. Look out here, guys. Get ready for the explosives and get ready for the tear gases. What is your opinion? Here you go where they got their buses. It's so quiet over here on J and F Street East. But we got to talk about it. Come on, chat. Let's talk. Do you think this is going to look like Portland, Oregon? Do you know there's more immigrants here in Washington than many other big states? What you say, chat? It's going to go down. Western Washington going to look like the 4th of July. Seattle, Everett, Bellevue, Tacoma is going to be on fire. I hear you, Mr. Lyon. I think that's going to happen. Do you think we need to? That's why I'm trying to bring a chat. That's why I'm trying to bring awareness. I'm trying to talk to chat to get some ideas, get the ball rolling in the conversation. Bring you here to the site, to the location, and let's talk. Let's really get it out before we get emotional. Let's talk about what's going on, what's going to come here What's on the horizon here in Western Washington, in Seattle, Tacoma, all this area. When they pull in here, they're gonna pull in massively. I could tell. He said he's gonna double down, triple down. And Washington has a large minority group, my immigrant group, and there's a lot of uh, illegal migrants here. Um, we have DACA, we have everybody here. I work with DACA students, and I think that's a good thing, giving people a chance of life. Uh, but what's your opinion? The laws have changed. We have a new administration. This administration is not playing. All the things that we had on the other administration was all the things we blocked is not, now is no longer blocked. We're looking at San Francisco. We're looking at Portland, Oregon. You guys see what's happening? Is that energy coming here to Washington? Is that energy coming here twofold, threefold? What's your opinion? We got to talk about these issues. We got to talk about what's your opinion. They're ramping up the employees. There's more employees here. They're quiet, but is it going to come to Washington? We have a lot of military bases here. Okay. Yeah, come on, chat. Talk to me. Let me know your opinion. People come to see their families that's detained. They're out here in the cars. So, what's your opinion? Is this right? Or is it wrong? Is it ethically, morally right? Or is it morally wrong? Ethically wrong? What's your opinion, chat? Come on. I don't know. But I think the energy is going to triple fold. We here at the Northwest ICE Detention Facility. Is this finna get crazy? Look, they got their stations over here. That's all the buses. Quiet right now. That's why I call it quiet before the storm. They're getting repaired. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 buses, 4, 5, 7 major buses here. 9 2 minivans, the escorts. What's your opinion, chat? Do you think this is this the quiet before the storm? Are we next on the list, Washington? What do you think? Do you think this fair? We in Washington. I'm trying to talk to you guys before it looks like Chicago, Detroit. I mean, not Detroit, Memphis. Before it looks like Portland, Oregon. Is that energy coming to Washington? What's your opinion, chat? Let me know. Is this right or wrong? What's your opinion? You got to talk about things before you get emotional. I'm trying to get everybody to have a conversation. Washington is full of diverse liberals. Do you agree with that, chat? Is Washington full of diverse liberals? Is Washington full of progressive idealists? What is your opinion, chat? We're here at the ICE facility. They're ramping up. I've been over here a couple times. I don't know. What is your opinion? Do you think it's going to look like Portland, Oregon in the next month or two? What is your opinion? Yes, it's coming threefold. One of the members of the chat says coming threefold. Do you think it's going to get worse here or not? We gotta have a dialogue about this, chat. We gotta talk about this. I don't know. It's quiet right now. I guarantee you in another week or so, there's going to be a lot of turning up. Another few weeks. Yeah, yes, coming threefolds. I agree. What's your opinion, chat? We got to talk about it. We're at the Northwest, Pacific Northwest Detention Center, ICE Detention Center. This is the main one in the Northwest. Everything's quiet. This is before the storm. Do you think it's going to... Hello? You think it's going to get worse here? I do not agree with things, but we got to talk about it before we get emotional and it start looking like Portland, Oregon. What is your opinion? I don't know. They're starting on the outside. Yep. They're not coming intentionally. Yep. I agree with that because I'm watching the media, I'm watching the local news, and they're talking about like Issaquah, Washington, um, other areas. Yep. They're definitely starting on the outside of Washington. What is your opinion? We got to talk about this, chat. What is your opinion, chat? They're not hitting hard, but once they start hitting in the city, it's like it makes you wonder. I'm from Washington. It makes me wonder why they're not hitting like they didn't hit San Francisco and Oregon. The major cities, Portland. They hit Portland. Been there for months. They hit San Francisco. They hit L.A. They hit all them cities, the major city in the heart of the city. Why they're not in Seattle? What's your opinion? Why do you think they're not in Seattle? Mr. Luckland said just let it pop off. I hear you. I think that's going to come, but we got to talk about it. I don't want I'm from Washington State. I'm trying to have people have a conversation about this ice because before everybody get angry and emotional and just want to attack and follow a crowd. What's your opinion? We at the ice facility. This is before it cracks off. This is before they turn up the there's more employees here. I've been over here a couple times. And see, nobody's gonna give you a fair evaluation. I'm giving you guys a fair evaluation, but we got to talk about it. Chat. Leave a message. What you think about the Northwest? This is the largest ice facility here in the Pacific Northwest. Right here, we at it. This is how it was back in Portland, Oregon. Look at this place. This is how it was. Quiet. Then the storm came. Is this going to be worse, or is it going to be the same? Let's talk about it, chat. My opinion is I think it's going to get worse because we have a large immigrant population here, a major immigrant population here. I just want you to see this guys how big this facility is. This is I want you to say Northwest Ice Processing Center. This is where everyone come. What is your opinion, chat? We got to talk about it. It's about to hit Seattle. They in the suburbs right now. I gotta tell you guys, they wasn't in the suburbs. They was way out in Spokane. That's a large, a reasonable mid-sized city, but it's like in the desert. They was in Yakima. Now they're here across the mountain, over here in Western Washington, and Issaquah and Redmond's at the edge of the mountain, coming over the hills. They haven't hit Seattle right now, but they're here. They haven't hit Bellevue. The next city is Bellevue. Okay. Demon Smith says nice facility. Okay, everyone has their opinion. So I guess nice Demon is for immigration, for the facility, and I'd like to hear your opinion. Thank you for stating your opinion, Demond. But what? Anybody else? Come on, chat. We got multiple people in the chat room. What is your opinion? Do you think it's going to turn up demand? Do you think the energy is going to triple fold like it's going to get worse than Portland, Oregon? I think it's a process right now. What is your opinion? It's a great facility. Mr. Lyon said it's great. I guess you're with Demond. You guys are the same in thought process. I think it's a facility, but okay, all right. We all have. Give me some more opinions. Get them out when in doubt. All right. I'm a social worker. I want to be fair to everybody in my chat. I'm a social worker, and I believe in quality of life. But I also believe in the law. Demond Smith said, "I love the facility." Okay. What are some other opinions about the facility? Do anybody else? What's your opinion? Do you think this should be here? Well, if you say you love the facility, I think Demond, you say you think that the facility should be here. You think you for deportation? Who's for deportation? Who's not for deportation? Um, it's serious here. It's gonna get. I'm here. I'm showing y'all the street. Watch these streets. They're not gonna look like the same. Just like it was in Chicago and other places. You're gonna have barriers. You're gonna have state patrol, National Guard. All this is gonna look totally different. I say within a month. I give it within a month. What is your opinion, Demond? Do you think it'll look different in a month? Is it gonna look like Chicago? Hey, matter of fact, guys, who online, subscribe down, like, leave a message. Please tap in, Demond. Do right by the American law, and you won't have to worry about being deported. That is true. Technically, that is true. I'm with you, Demond, but everybody didn't. There's the administration, previous administration, let a lot of people in here, and you gotta be fair with that. Was that right? Was it right for the Biden administration to let everybody in here? Like Demond, Mr. Lyon, like Demond's statement. Hey, do you guys think it was right? Under the old previous administration, do you think it's fair? But I believe in a month, this is gonna happen. Hello, sir. Okay. I'm not going. May I ask you a question? Sir, I'm with. May I ask you a question? Do you think it's fair that this place should be here? I told her. We have a young lady that said no. I agree with her. Do you think it's fair should this facility be here? Demond said yes. What about everybody else in the chat? Do you think it's fair that this facility should be here? Demond said do the right thing. Denon. That was the two questions. That's right. That's right, dude. What's your opinion? Answer one or both questions. What is your opinion? Thank you, D. Nanya. Please forgive me if I said it wrong, your last name wrong. What do you think? Should this facility be here? Yes or no? We're out here at the Pacific Northwest ICE facility. Is it going to get crazy up here? I think it is. It's going to look like Portland, Oregon, and Chicago. I think that's coming within a month. They're on the peripheral of Seattle and King County. They're on the peripheral edges of Seattle. What do you think? There's people come visiting relatives that's in detainment here. I've got to tell you, there's a lot of people in detainment here still. What is your opinion? See, and that's another thing. There's a lot of people that's legal and there's a lot of people that's illegal here. Do you think that's fair? Let's talk, chat. What's your opinion? I'm not going to keep you long. I want to stop in this facility, have a dialogue with chat. What do you think, chat? D, what do you think? Give me your opinion. The people want to hear your voice. The people want to hear your voice. I'm out here live, here at the Northwest Ice Processing Facility. We out here live. We're gonna stroll down here one more time. I'm trying to get you guys. We got a lot of messages in here. Do you think this fair is gonna look like Portland, Oregon? It's gonna look like Chicago? It's gonna get worse. Hello, sir. Do you think this is fair? What's your opinion? I'm a social worker. I have my own personal opinion, but we're talking to the chat. I want to do a live presentation to let you guys know the talk. Mr. Lyon said, get them out. Okay, that's how you feel, sir? That's all I want to see and hear. Okay, what are some other opinions? Demond say, like the facility. So what is your opinions? Hey, subscribe to the channel below. Tap in. I have more hot topics. We're right now at the Northwest ICE facility, the largest ICE facility here in the Pacific Northwest. What is your opinion? There's people visiting their relatives that's locked up, that's detained here. Do you think this detainment is fair? Yes or no? What is your opinion? You're citizens, non-citizens. What is your opinion? We got to talk about it before the storm happened, where everybody down here and everybody have an opinion. This is the place. I'm giving y'all a platform live to talk about what do you think. Demon says, well, it have to get worse before it gets any better, I guess. I hear your opinion, Demon. Yes, I agree with that. What do you mean by that? It has to get worse before it gets better. Do you mean people have to be deported? What do you mean? I don't understand. This is a chance to talk before all the craziness pop off here in Washington. What is your opinion? I'm doing fair analysis, no judgments. You have this space for anybody to talk about what they feel. What is your opinion? Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. May I ask you a question? Sure. It's free. You're not on camera. I'm a social worker. What is your opinion about this facility? Do you think it should be here or not? Your honest opinion. No one knows you. No one's.
A lot of people that is detained shouldn't be there. I feel really bad. I came to visit some relative.
Yes, sir.
And it's depressed. It hurts a lot to see all these. Not only the people inside, but the people who comes to visit, how they feel, how they move, how much they suffer.
Okay.
That shouldn't be. That shouldn't be happening.
The families. I agree. We have a gentleman here that says, chat. He feels that the family members that's here coming visiting family and people that should be here in detainment should not be here, and it's not fair, and it's depressing. What is your opinion? I agree with this opinion. I have to be fair. I don't believe in locking humans up, but that's an opinion, and I respect his opinion. What is your opinion to his statement? Thank you, sir. You have a wonderful day. I hope your family's so safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are here at the ICE facility. It's not like Oregon yet. It's not like Washington. What do you think? He stated that. So tell me, is the facility far when those immigrants killed that innocent lady and that illegal migrant that college student? Everything has this. I hear you, Demond, and I respect your opinion. You voicing yours. What do you guys think? We out here, chat. We at the ICE facility. This is really going down. It's quiet right now, but this is good. Thank you, Demond, giving a statement on chat. You guys look at chat. You can see his statement. What do you think? What is your opinion? Some people think their families should not be locked up. Some people think it's not fair because some people, they depressed when they come visit. What do you think? We got to talk. We got to have these type of discussions, because if we don't, I don't want people to be attacking ICE and then going to jail. That's why if you talk this out, you still can have your opinion. You come down here at the rallies. There's going to be a lot of rallies down here. Please believe there's going to be a lot of rallies. And I agree with you, Demon, that should never happen. The legal immigrants should never kill, as you said it. They should. I say the undocumented migrants should never have killed no one, and that's not right. But is it fair for them to be locked up when one administration let them in and another administration is detaining them now and removing them from the country? Is that right?
Are you waiting for somebody to be?
No. I'm doing a live. Can I ask your opinion? We're doing an open live discussion. You're not on camera. You can see. I don't put no one on camera live. I try to unless you want to. What do you feel about this facility? Do you think it's fair? I'm talking to family members and everything, just giving a platform for them. It looks like Portland and Chicago and all that. I want people to have their true feelings, get something out before.
Okay, I volunteer for this organization down here.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you familiar with us?
No, ma'am.
Here? Okay. Come on down and you can get footage of our sign and I'll tell you what we do.
Okay, we're talking to one of the organizations here, chat.
My name is Michelle.
Michelle, we're talking to Michelle, and we're
dropping off some donations for us.
And she's dropping off donations. We're going to find out a little more about this. Is quiet. This, like I said, I want you guys to have a discussion before you get out here and you hurt each other. I don't want that. I'm a social worker. Like I told you, I don't want that to happen to no one. And I think it's positive to express how you feel and what you think about deportation, but do it in a respectful way.
So this is our organization.
Okay.
I volunteer for. We're called Aid Northwest.
I'm just.
You can put me on camera if you want.
Okay. See this. Wait a minute. Other way. Yeah. I'll make sure I got you. This is the organization. One of the organizations that's doing positive for advocates for. Let's put this right.
Immigrants in Detention Northwest.
Immigrants for Immigrants in Detention Northwest.
So we help people who get released.
Okay.
I'll show you the inside of the RV if you give me a second to get the keys. Is my door open? Yeah, let me close the door.
We're talking to Michelle. She's one of the organizers here for advocates for immigrants in detention Northwest. Their support. Demon said, "Can you go to China and not follow their rules and not hit accountable for?" No, you can't. No, you can't. But this is you're right. I think the rules got to be held up. I'm all about law and order. I'm all about law and order. But I'm also about fairness. Now, this is an advocate for detainment, non-detainment. No, she's advocate for immigrants' rights. So that's who we're going to be talking to right now. We got one of the organizations, AID Northwest, Advocates for Immigrants in Detention Northwest. They're positive for my immigration. So that's what I want to know what's going on, chat. So be open.
So let me grab the keys.
I'm glad you guys here.
Yeah, so basically when people get released, they come out here.
Okay.
And
they come out
with their belongings in a clear plastic bag, like they're criminals. We have tents set up here where we greet them, we get their information, get them a backpack for their belongings, help them book flights home if they were shipped here from somewhere else.
Okay.
And then we drive them to the airport or train station or wherever they need to go to get home.
Do you mind being on camera? You said you wasn't, but I'll make sure. I'm trying to avoid y'all.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
So we have water, snacks, backpacks. I'll take you into the RV so you can see kind of our setup in here. They usually get released with nothing but the clothes on their back.
Oh, wow.
And when they're sent here from someplace like Florida, they get here without coats. So that's what one of the things.
Oh, wow. They come all the way from Florida? They bring people?
I've talked to a person who was in Alligator, Alcatraz.
Oh, wow.
He said that he's self-deporting now. He's going back to Mexico because it was that bad.
Okay, we're going to enter AID and NW. Advocates for
immigrants.
I'm going to say the right word. Advocates for immigrants in the Northwest.
So I was dropping off these coats in a new propane stove. But so we bring them in here. We get them a backpack here for their stuff.
Wow, this is nice.
And then we have clothing back here. So they get to come back here and pick whatever clothes and shoes they want.
Okay.
So these are all the clothes. And then we've got shoes here, and then there are jackets in here.
That's what you're doing. This is nice.
Yeah, so,
Move.
and so we get them taken care of and fed and try to give them their dignity back.
I like that.
Yep, so this is how we fill out the forms. So we put their name, their date of birth, their country of origin. Then we check if they're getting a flight home. We put what the flight number is. And sometimes we take them to, sometimes they like to go to their temples or their churches. Yeah, and then they'll help them from there. And yeah, then we get them on their way. So I started doing this as a driver to the airport because I was trying to put my Tesla to good use. I bought it before he was an asshole. And so I feel like nothing pisses them off more than me taking their detainees to the airport in my Tesla. So, but I also work the Welcome Center. So I have talked to a lot of people who have been released from here. So if you have any questions about the conditions in here, they said that there are about 36 people to a room.
Wow.
Yeah. This is one of the nicer facilities.
This is the largest facility in the Pacific Northwest. That's why I came here, because I want to show ones like before, like Portland, Oregon, before all the hate and
we're getting a lot of people from Portland right now. I'm originally from Portland, so it's killing me most days. So we get an email every day saying how many people were released and where they were from, and those emails, I think there's only been 1 or 2 days over the last 3 weeks where there hasn't been somebody from Portland released. All U.S. citizens or here legally with green cards. That's mostly what we see get released now. We hardly ever see anybody who is a U.S. citizen or has a green card. And as you can see, like, we're in the middle of nowhere, so when they walk out here, there isn't a gas station for 2 miles.
Miles, yes. Yeah, I know that I drove here. I was like, wow, I was using my map.
They come Google out Maps. Here. We literally have a map in here with a "You are here" star on it because people get released here and they don't even know where they are. Like, they don't even know where they are in the U.S. half the time. Wow. Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. I want to be Brian Cook. You're not the only one. The people jumping in and jumping off live. We're here with Michelle for AIDNW. That's Advocates for Immigrants in Detention Northwest. You know me. I'm a social worker by trade, and I'm open to both sides of the spectrum. I don't make no judgments. I try not to give my opinion. I want to be fair to everybody. And I had 20-some people that jumped off. And that's fine. But you got to be open-minded to both sides. I'm not going to pick no side. I'm trying to do fair media. And you're expressing your organization, what you're doing for the migrant, the undocumented migrants, and everyone that comes through to help them get back and give dignity to a human being. And I do support. As far as laws, I respect every country's laws, Mexico's laws, every country. I don't agree with, but I can't talk about this. It's not about me. Yeah. It's about.
But they're detaining U.S. citizens and people who are here legally. Most of the time, the releases we get are people who don't have a criminal background, who are here legally, and that's pretty much all we're getting released these days.
My concern, one of my major concerns, is I'm starting to see an uptick in Americans hitting ICE and getting detained and not realizing you're not dealing with the local police and the state, and you're doing that's a federal crime. And now you're full of emotions and righteous emotions, but you got to be mindful of what you're doing. I don't want Americans to get hit and go to prison for something.
Well, and you can, I mean, one of the first couples that I drove to the airport was they were both born here. They were celebrating their 20th wedding anniversary and went to China for the first time. It was their country of origin. Their parents were from there.
Okay.
But again, they were both born here. They took a 20th wedding anniversary trip to China. They got detained when they came back in New York City.
Right.
They had their U.S. passports taken from them. They had their luggage taken from them. They were shipped here from New York. They were separated and locked up in here for 3 months until they finally got released. When I was driving them to the airport, they literally cried themselves to sleep holding each other in the backseat of my car.
Wow.
They had their U.S. passports taken from them just because they visited a country that Donald Trump finds undesirable at the moment. So,
wow.
This was a couple months ago. One of the first couples that I drove to the airport. And thankfully, their luggage got shipped with them here. It was the first time we've been operational for about 15 years, and one of our volunteers has been here since the beginning. She said it was the first time that she's ever checked luggage when she's taken somebody to the airport, because we don't get people with luggage. That doesn't happen.
Oh, wow.
But when they get taken at the airport and have their passports taken from them.
Okay. Now, I want to say this is going to be live and it's going to go over YouTube. I want you to know the world's going to see this. So you agreed to being recorded. Once again, I want to, Miss Michelle for AIDNW. That's Advocates for Immigrants in Detention Northwest. If you're being detained or you have some situation you need to get some information from, you can reach out to the advocates. And
all of our information is on here, our phone number and our website.
All the information is on here, guys. If you need to get information from this organization, this is a positive organization for immigrants. And
if you get released here in Tacoma, know that we'll be out here waiting for you.
Right out the voice of one of the leaders here, if not the director of this.
I'm not the director, I'm just a volunteer.
Volunteer, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you guys use these resources that can support you, and they're willing to help you deport if you want to go back to your own country of origin. They're also willing to help you with that, correct?
We don't do that. We can help you get into contact with attorneys that can help you do that.
Oh, I thought.
But we don't do that. All we do is help people get home and help people get their. We have their lawyers who stop by here that volunteer here. So
because there's an uptick in people, they're just tired. They want to go back to their own.
Yeah. Especially, like I said, we had that guy who was sent here from Alligator Alcatraz, and he said there are no conditions in Mexico that are worse than that place.
So he's going back to Mexico.
So he's going back to Mexico, yeah.
And I'm seeing a lot of that across the American landscape.
Yeah.
So that's why I was wondering. So, but your organization doesn't help, but you do help, but you direct them to attorneys.
Yeah.
You do help.
Yeah.
Just not that directly, indirectly help. So
what we mainly do is get them backpacks so that they aren't carrying their belongings around in a clear plastic bag. We get them weather appropriate clothes because, again, a lot of these people are sent from warm places. Right now we're mostly getting people from Portland, but a lot of the people who come through here come out with nothing but the clothes that they were detained in. And if they were detained in California or Florida or something, they come out of here. Yeah, they come out of here with short sleeves and nothing else. We had one guy who had been previously, he was sent here from Chicago and then shipped to Arizona and then sent here. And he was in the process, they lost his shoes.
Wow.
So he was released with nothing but shower sandals. One of them was too small. They were two different size shower sandals.
Okay.
One of them was too small. I'm originally from Oregon. My dad retired from Nike, so Nike discount. So we went to the Nike outlet and I bought him some shoes.
That's nice of you, Michelle.
And then I took him to the airport, and all he wanted was shoes and pizza. They all want pizza when they first come out because the food is atrocious.
The American pizza.
Everybody just wants to get a pizza when they get out.
Michelle, I appreciate this interview. I appreciate you showing me the organization, what you're doing here at the Northwest ICE Facility Processing Detention Center. I'm glad what you're doing for the community. Um, I'm from Washington State. You know, we're different from Oregon. We're not all Northwest, Pacific Northwest, but we're a little quieter, more, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so, what I'm doing out here today is trying to reach my community to let them know I'm not making no judgments. You know that by
Yeah.
now, and you can look and tell I'm open. I try to be open, but I'm representing media as doing like a wire,
Yeah.
and you're stating your facts, and I respect it and I honor it.
Yep, and if you want, we have there are a few different news people who have come out and done stories on us. So, Cascade PBS did a story on
Cascade, I
us.
know
If
Cascade.
you look
Yes,
up Cascade PBS and look up Aid Northwest, you'll find a story about us on there, and that's where you'll get to meet actually our
director and
the
ED.
operations manager,
All right.
Aiden Parkinson. So
How long y'all been in existence?
I think
Work
I
with.
want to say about 15 years, but I'm not
Okay.
positive on that. Pretty much as long as this place has been here. So,
Okay.
And I can't remember if it was. I want to say it was Cairo that did a story about us also.
Carol. Oh wow.
So yeah, if you search us and you can find news stories that cover what we do here.
You're
and
doing
see the different volunteers.
Yes.
See Aiden, he's our operations manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing positive for the migrant community, and I'm glad it's a humanitarian act that you're doing, and I respect that. Um, Thank you for giving us the time to talk and give us a show of the Advocates for Immigrants in Detention Northwest facility here outside of the ICE facility.
And if you, obviously our tents are closed down for the day, but we'll be here on Monday at 2:30. So if you want to see what the inside of the tents look like when we're all set up, you can come back on Monday at 2:30.
Wonderful.
We typically don't get releases on Friday because typically they don't do court on Friday.
Okay.
And so we get here at 2:30 because that's usually around the time people start getting released after their hearings.
Okay. Do you see an uptick in? We're right now there in the exterior of Western Washington, over in Issaquah, Redmond. They're detaining ICE. They're not in the city yet, in the city proper, in Tacoma or Seattle.
Yeah, we had.
But you think it's gonna be another couple weeks or another month?
We've had a lot of. They'll go into like apartment complexes and raid those ones that they know a lot of immigrants live in, and so we've had a few of those. I think there was one in Spokane.
Yeah, they're all out exterior,
yeah.
but they're about to ramp up because Tom Homan and this president, Donald Trump, stated, our president Donald Trump. Let me correct our media. So the president of the United States has declared he's going to ramp up, double or triple. So I know right now, Pacific Northwest, I don't want one of my whole core principles. I don't want Americans. I want Americans support, but I don't want Americans to get arrested out of emotions. So what I'm trying to do is give us a platform, this one, open dialogue, live, to let ones know. Speak your, because once you commit to doing something, once I put my hands on someone, then I validate their space.
Yeah.
Well,
this is I.
You know what I'm trying to. You know,
I have the type of personality where I feel like you don't get to just complain about something if you're not doing anything about it. So
Michelle,
that's
right.
why I do this, because it's the hardest volunteer job I've ever had in my life. Pardon my language. It's the things that I've seen here and the stories that I've heard. I mean, they're things of nightmares. But you're here still fighting. It's good for my mental health to be here. I'm a neuropsychologist by trade, and it's good for my mental health to be here because I'm not just complaining about it. I'm doing something about it. We're on the same wavelength on that. I can't just sit by and watch this happen to my country. We're actually in tandem. I'm giving a platform open for ones to express and to get some of that energy out before, because you know how
nerves work and everything.
Yep.
And people will explode not knowing why what they done.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't want. As a social worker in mental health, I worked in those spaces. In Olympia, at Shelton, Washington. I worked all over King County, Western Washington, predominantly. And I realized that. And what I've been seeing before it hit my state, I'm doing what you said. I'm being an advocate and giving a space for citizens to express.
Yeah.
I don't come on cursing. Don't come on being disrespectful. You can voice your opinion, and I will respect it. And a lot of times I speak out what you said in chat and let people hear. But don't be disrespectful to anyone. Express your feelings, because what I know, and I'm gonna actually finally, there will be a high increase of here. 'Cause we got recorded history: Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, L.A. We see it now. It's coming to Washington, and they're coming. Now they end up in Memphis. They're done with Memphis now, right? It's over a month, so they're about to get them people out of there. And got to move them soldiers and people, ice somewhere. And we're the last place that's on the agenda that hasn't been touched yet. So I'm worried about my citizens in my state, and I don't want them to get caught into all this. They got to express it. You're going to express. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And the tent that you were filming.
Yeah.
Up
Can we walk
here,
down there?
Yeah. So.
What's this tent? What? I saw a couple
La
people.
Resistencia. There's also a PBS, a Cascade PBS special on them.
Okay.
So La Resistencia has approval to monitor the flights that come in and out with detainees. So they monitor the flights. Unmarked planes full of people who get off in shackles.
Oh.
And they advocate for. They usually have a protest here almost every Saturday.
Okay.
They.
Resistance.
Yeah, La Resistencia. So they have tributes to the people who have died in custody. But if you want more information about them, again, Cascade PBS did a story on them. I think it's an important one to watch because a lot of people don't understand that these people are getting sent here from other
I didn't know
states.
that. I did not know that. Chad, did you know that
that they're on these planes that you've never heard of, and they're unregistered flights, and this organization is tracking and monitoring those and filming and seeing the people who are coming in from other places. So
wow.
Definitely check out their
La Resistencia.
Yes, La Resistencia. Check them out. Their PBS clip also.
Okay.
Yep. So
Thank you,
if you just
Michelle.
search Cascade PBS and then La Resistencia, you'll find their special too.
Thank you, Michelle, for your tour of your organization, and let us know what's happening at these tents, because I truly didn't know that much about the tents. I came here to give a live presentation to Washingtonians and people around the nation, let you know what's happening here in the Pacific Northwest without being an unbiased view.
Yeah.
So you can really get your voice out. I don't want people to walk. I want people to express themselves.
Yeah.
So that's my approach, and you know me now. You can feel my spirit.
Yep.
So I'm open to everybody. I lost most of the people in here, but it doesn't matter. This is going live. This is live. This is going across YouTube platforms and around the world. So they will see you.
Yep.
Thank you for your time
Thank you.
and giving us information. This is a great organization for what they do for the migrant community. They're a pro-migrant community, pro-migrant organization. If I'm correct, I'll make sure I'm saying that. I want to hear it.
They are.
And your organization.
Their goal is to shut these places down because they're inhumane, and sometimes they're eating dinner at 3:00 in the morning. And
how do you know that?
I talk to the people who get released.
Oh.
So, which again, that's why if you want to come back on when we're here and interview some of the people who get released,
That'll be
Usually
nice.
around 2:30, 3 o'clock.
When
we
are you
start getting
here? I like to
releases.
catch you when you're here.
I will be here on Monday.
On Mondays?
Yep. I'm going to
Okay.
be here on Monday. So if you want to see the inside of the tent and see our setup on Monday and meet some of the people who get released and hear their stories from in there.
Yes, that's good.
Yep.
That'll be. Then I have to singularly title that live as pro migrant advocacy.
Yep.
So, because this is open to everybody right now, but I'm glad you.
Yeah.
That's brave of you to get on platform when you have a large community that does not in conducive to your side of the argument.
Yeah.
But that was so I respect that. Thank you for coming on to a live YouTube channel.
I'm glad I caught you. I just happened to be dropping off donations.
It was
closed
perfect.
For the day. I just
It's perfect.
was dropping off some donations.
And I needed to know about this, Michelle, because I didn't know nothing about it. I thought it was a memorial, and it was a memorial, but it's an organization here,
Yeah,
La Resistencia.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great organization that's doing positive things for pro-migrant community. So we're glad we stopped in. Albert, what's your opinion? I am now the one viewer. Thank you for staying with me, Albert.
Yeah,
you have a wonderful day, Michelle. Thank you.
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, we here. Yeah, thanks, Albert. I'm back, guys. We got a view of organization that's pro advocacy for migrant community. I try to be fair-minded as a social media content creator. So, Albert, that's what I'm doing. I don't have to agree. I don't have to disagree. I could disagree, but I believe the platform. This is content creation. I think the platform is made for everybody's opinion. What's your thought of that, Albert? Give me subscribe to the channel. Let me know. What do you think? Was this a good one or not? But the whole purpose of this live was to talk about what's going to happen in the Pacific Northwest with the ice and the uptick. I think in the next few weeks they'll get the people from the soldiers and the ICE members from Memphis and other places. They're going to send them up here. They're in San Francisco, Oregon, and there's some in the outskirts of Washington, but there's going to be more that come up here. I think this is going to look like, and about within a month, it's going to look like Portland, Oregon, or Chicago. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment down. Go to my channel, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna call it quits now. Have a wonderful day. We're here at the walk up to the Northwest Ice Facility Processing Center here in the Pacific Northwest, right outside, right in Tacoma, Washington. Yeah, it's we heard a lot of good information for pro advocacy for migrant community, and that was a good thing. I think that was a good thing to hear the other side of the spectrum and actually get to see organization and get to know more of what's happening right now. So without further ado, we're not going to take too much more of your time. This
so that I can watch this.
Oh yes, it's Frenchie Loveheart. You go to YouTube.
Frenchie Loveheart?
Yes, FRENCHIE space Loveheart. I might just hop all of them. That's me there.
Okay.
Right. Appreciate them from Seattle. These are my videos. You can check me out.
Yeah.
Go to check this. Be the live. You know how to go to the live.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll be up in it'll be up in a few hours. You two got to go through the process it. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Thanks for your support. Yeah, we're here. We're gonna end this with this is great. This is great live. Longer than I normally do, but maybe I stretch my wings and show another view. We're at the Northwest Processing Station here And we're going to end it right here, Albert. I hope you subscribe to the channel. You guys have a wonderful day. This is Northwest ICE Processing Center, Detention Center. Have a wonderful day.